the Z-powered update is absolutely phenomenal. Or is it? What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel and this Z-powered update. Devs, what are you doing? Did you just shoot yourself in the foot, or did you bring a breath of fresh air? Now listen, I know as a pay-to-play player, this update is absolutely phenomenal. If you're on the fence of becoming a pay-to-play, of buying the pass, I highly suggest that you do. We're just going to briefly touch on it because I really want to touch on the free-to-play aspects more in this video. So if, like I said, if you're on the fence, I definitely think you should do it. Here's a look at Pericles, what he did on just the 3-hour booster head enhancer. These are all the items that he got. Every match that you play, you get to open up the booster enhancer. If you don't open it, you're going to lose it, so be sure to open it. If you win, you get like I believe it's an EX or higher, or if you lose, it's a rare or lower. That's what I believe. But look at this. Just in 3 hours, it's going to be so easy to upgrade your figures. So easy to upgrade your figures. It's going to be so easy to get figures. Like I said, for pay-to-play, this is incredible. But what I want to do is I want to talk about the free-to-play aspect. Did the devs shoot themselves in the foot? Because I see a lot of free-to-play players are very, very upset. They're very vocal about it. Some of them I see are quitting. I don't know how true that is, though, but let me get your guys' thoughts and opinions because I kind of want to turn this into a discussion. Please, a friendly discussion in the comments below. And then I have 6 matches to show you, so I'm going to break this off into 2 different videos. So I'm going to look over to the right because I have some points that I want to talk about. So, first of all, free-to-play. Why are you free-to-play players? All right. I'm not trying to convince you to join the dark side or to become a pay-to-play player. But if you are in the workforce, I think it is highly... The deal is really good. Like, if you're in the workforce, $17 or whatever the currency is in your country feels like, to me, is very incremental. If you're in the workforce, I mean, how often do you need that cup of coffee every day? How often do you have to go out to eat? I think there are ways you can save money if you truly want to do this. Like, you got to remember, this is a game. If you truly have passion for the game and want to play the game, I think there are some things you can sacrifice. But again, I'm not trying to bring you over. I just want to know, why are you free-to-play players? Is it because you just don't care to spend a cent on the dime, or spend a dime on the game? That if you're not doing that, you're not necessarily supporting the game that you're playing, the devs, or is it just because your financial situation? Like I said, I'm not trying to pry into it. I just kind of want to know why you are free to play. Here's my next question. What is your guys' solution to what is going on? I agree. We definitely need more. I'm 100% on your guys' side. It's basically impossible for you guys to get new figures. Impossible for you guys to get new figures. Impossible for you guys to upgrade your figures to level 10, to chain 10. Like, it's going to be very, very hard, and there's going to be the bridge, or the gap between free to play and pay to play has definitely widened. But what is your guys' solution? Mats. I think there should be an easier or a better way of obtaining mats. Like, if you get in the top 500, you should be able to get 4,000 mats at the end of the month. That way you can guarantee yourself to buy at least an EX figure, or maybe 5,000 to get a UX figure. I also think with the player pass, I think that if you get top 100, you should be able to get the player pass free for the next month. Like, it's going to give you an incentive to actually want to grind, because as of right now, free-to-play players don't want to grind. I mean, they basically gave us an update that said, here's all these new figures, and here's are the exclusive ones for the player pass that you cannot obtain. Free to play, you can only go to 4,500, which gets you what, the Espeon. So there's already a sour taste in your guys' mouth. So you're like, why do I even want to grind? So I think that if getting to top 100 yields you a free month player pass the next month, or the top 500 gets you 4,000 to 5,000 materials, I think that would be an incentive to play the game. Because like I said, right now you guys are kind of upset. So that's my question. What do you guys think needs to be done? What's your solution in terms of getting figures? Now let's talk about these new figures. How desirable are these new figures? How OP are these new figures when they just released all of the Z moves? All these figures look cool. They're new toys, but at the same time with the Z move mechanics, like it kind of neutralizes them. It kind of balances the state of the game, kind of, because I'm kind of indifferent. It's like a double-edged sword for me. With the Z moves, I think that you should only be limited to one Z move per match, because the matches are gonna last so much longer now because of all the multiple Z moves you can do. It's seriously quite annoying. But at the same time, because of that, I think that does help the free-to-play players against the pay-to-play players who do have all these new figures. So I don't know where I'm at on there. I'm kind of, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. I'm kind of stuck in the middle. Now, here's the last thing I want to talk about. Listen, I know it's hard for free-to-play right now, but if you can, look aside from all of the, anger that you guys are feeling, this is a great time for you guys to step up. This is a great opportunity for you guys to make something of it. Somebody who can lead the charge is SHD. When this update came out, we got SHD's opinions on the update, and he made a really good point. This game owes you nothing. Free-to-play players, pay-to-play players, me, you, everybody. This game owes us nothing. At the end of the day, it's a business. They need to feed their families as well, and it's just a game. It's just a game. Okay, so that's my opinions there. I agree with you guys. It's very frustrating. It's very hard for you guys to get figures. But instead of, being upset, quitting the game, or whatever, what are your solutions? The devs have listened to us. They're aware of us. Please, just voice your opinions, and hopefully there can be a change. It's not over yet. This game is still very young. We can change it. Right, sorry for the rant. Like I said, I have 6 matches. We're going to break it off. This episode's only going to have 3. The next episode will have the other 3. We have a booster to open. So let's get right into it. Now, give me something new, please. Give me an Abra. Bronze on. Okay, so we don't get nothing new. If you guys did not catch my stream last night, we broke records, man. We did it together, guys. We broke over 100 concurrent viewers in the stream, unofficial, the record for Pokemon Duel. I think we peaked at 120. That's absolutely incredible, and thank you so much to everybody that was involved, everybody who donated, K-Dub, G, Queen, who joined the podcast. We kind of chatted it up a little bit, so thank you so much for everything. Now, back to my stream. When you buy the player pass, you get to select 10 figures. There's 2 figures that I selected that were kind of debatable. Wow. There's no music playing. Why is there no music playing? I'm so sorry. I don't know why there's no music playing. I guess you guys are going to hear different music. Anyway, actually, you know what? I'm going to fix that. Okay, the audio is back. I'm sorry, Gigs. I have to show this match. I know you had a rough day yesterday, but I have to show this match. But back to what I was saying. In my stream, there was 2 figures that were kind of debatable on who I picked when I got to pick my 10 figures from the pass. I picked the Jolteon, the UX Jolteon. It's just a running joke that everyone gives me shit about getting the UX Jolteon. I was like, you know what? All right, I'm finally going to do it. And the last figure I picked, and I thought it was a good pick. I honestly thought it was a good pick. Date thought it was a good pick because we were kind of on the same page. I picked a Kartana because I wanted to make a cracked deck. And things that I did pass up on. Mega Altaria, Mega Gardevoir, Naganadel. Like, listen, I understand I made a mistake, and there's like running memes in my Discord. If you guys want to see those memes, they're hilarious from Santi. They're in my Discord in the general. So these matches, they're just going to showcase the Pikachu and the Kartana. This one's going to be specifically just the Pikachu, or the Pikachu deck that I created. So earlier I talked to you guys. I said something about Z moves. Like, how OP are these figures going to be when the Z moves are running rampant? Now take a look at Gigs. He knows I'm making an electric deck, and he's going to make a deck that completely counters my deck because these things cannot become paralyzed. And then he's got the Stellape, which he's leveled to 10, chained to 10 right away. Everybody's saying that this thing is so OP right now. I just don't see it. I mean, I know what it can do. I just don't see it yet. I haven't necessarily seen it. And there, I mean, there's like this deck that's going around, like the alien deck with the Celebi and the Mega Altaria, which I've played. And like I said, I just don't see it. I mean, it's like Whis. It does have time travel. You can go back. But what I think is, if this Pokemon is not affected by special condition, that's when it can do everything. So even if you KO this figure and it's in your PC, it can still do the time travel. So I think the deal with Celebi, you have to status it and leave it on the board, because then it becomes useless. Well, I wouldn't say it becomes useless because the grass on it is pretty good with 150, or if you hit for over 120. But then again, the backtrack's actually pretty good too, because let's say if you are status and it does hit it, it brings it back to the bench and it can cure it. So maybe something like burn or paralyze to get rid of the backtrack. That's kind of what you want to do. That's how you deal with Celebi. That's what I think. Remember, it's been day one. There's a lot to learn, guys. I've made plenty of mistakes, so there's a lot of Z moves to learn. There's a lot of figures to learn. So let's just go over and see what happens. So here's my deck, all right? And Laney, if you have a picture or a deck of Pikachu, please let me know what it is. I tried rocking Pikachu in this deck, and Pikachu doesn't necessarily synergize with the Xurkitree, because Pikachu, when it lands Volt Tackle, it paralyzes itself. But if Xurkitree's on the board, then I gain weight too. I mean, it's not necessarily, it does not necessarily synergize, but it's very it could be situational where that could affect you. Speaking of Pikachu's will, I love its will. I love its will completely because of when it's at level 5, it has 0 miss. But when it hits the Volt Tackle, it becomes paralyzed, and then that dodge becomes a miss. I'm sorry. Hold on. All right, we're back. Kind of get a cough drop. A little sick. Not really sick. I don't know. Just have a cough. The will is absolutely incredible. Although, I don't know how I feel about Voltac. I don't know how I feel about the slices. I think the thing with this will is it's kind of inconsistent, because half of the will is either gold or purple, and then the other half is the attack. I mean, you want to hit the attack, but then again, when I see a multi-purpose wheel like this, I kind of do multiple like attacks. Like I'll be like, oh, I'll attack into you, even though you have purple. I have a slight chance of hitting my gold. Like, it's not a primary function wheel, so kind of gets me into trouble. So anyway, let's go on. I'm sorry, dude, this is gonna be a long video. I'm ranting. So he's gonna bring up the Celebi. I'm gonna bring on the Ampharos, and let's just talk about Pikachu again. I'm sorry. I think Pikachu, basically, it's a runner. Like, once you become paralyzed, you become a runner, and Pikachu is going to be hitting for plus 30 for the runner, or being paralyzed, plus 30 from the Coco, plus 10 from the Ampharos, and then plus 10 from the Electrosphere if I'm near an Electric Mon. So that is plus 80. Volt Tackle hits for a whopping 190, while Extreme Speed hits for a whopping 150. Queen was like saying she was disappointed in this will because of the extreme speed, but that is a lot of damage, especially for a runner. So I think Pikachu will, and Pikachu is pretty damn good in my opinion. All right, so they're gonna take the entry point with the Selly, and I'm just gonna cover gold with the Ampharos. I kind of have to. Now I'm gonna bring on the Poipole. Now here's my thoughts here. When I saw this deck, I was like, okay, we have the Poipole. I can't paralyze these things, but we can toxic them with the Poipole. And Poipole's poison Z move. Everything spins, those that spin white become poison. So we can neutralize these Lurantis. Now, this might have been a debatable play. I longed through the Xurkitree early because I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to status this thing. I didn't want it to be able to use its ability. So that's why I brought out the Xurkitree, and I'm going to attack it. We're going to status it right away. We hit our blue, which is good, and now its blue is gone. Now I see he's trying to, I see that Giggs was trying to threaten the surround on my Xurkitree. So what I did was, because his goal wasn't covered up, I brought my Poipole forward because I am rocking, I am rocking the air balloon. So if he didn't cover goal, I would air balloon, go for the ultra portation cheese. But he covers the goal. He's smart. Now we can surround here. However, he rolls the miss. Let's go. And the good news is my Xurkitree, if I don't attack the Celebi, I outdamage it. So his Gig's going to max revive here. He's going to bring on the Virizion, and he's going to try it again. Try to slash me, and this time he just gets the outright KO. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Did the audio disappear again? I don't know why the audio keeps disappearing. You guys are just going to have different music. I'm sorry. So he's going to play the grass sphere here. He just wants to burn a turn. Now I'm going to attack her. I'm going to try. I'm going to try and poison this thing, but it just becomes, I just can't get the KO instead. I'm like, all right. Giggs is not getting rolls this game. He's getting a little salty there. And he rolled, oh man, he rolls another miss there. But I mean, he was paralyzed. But now my Z gauge is up fully. He's going to attack here. We do get the blue on blue. This is a good thing for me. We get to surround the Sceptile. And now he's going to Bloom Doom. He's going to get rid of my Coco, which is fine. So instead of attacking right now with the Poipole, I'm going to Ampharos. Because the following turn, he's going to attack with the Lurantis. He's going to out-damage me, so I got to have something to protect it. But we want him to bring on the other Lurantis, and since he does, I should have attacked earlier, so that was a mistake. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the Acid Downpour, and now we're going to make everything on Giggs. Like, these things are basically poison. These things their abilities are completely neutralized. Why did my audio go down? So they all hit white. The bad thing is this thing can hit its purple now, or it's gold, or it's blue. Mega Ampharos is probably annoying to deal with, right? Yeah, so he's got his blue, and it wasn't on our attack. We do out damage. So now that's bad, because what Giggs can do is he can use the time travel, which Giggs is always saying that this is the best runner in the game, well, in the grass deck, but I've never seen him use the time travel yet. So we're going to use Pikachu. I haven't leveled him up yet. This was the first match. This is Pikachu's showcase, so we're going to attack here. We're going to max revive here. We're going to go with the Coco just to threaten the surround. So all we got to do is hit this Pikachu. Let's go, Pika. Even though his Z move is going to be up the following turn, we're just going to DC here. We're going to get rid of this Lurantis. We do hit our Volt Switch right here. Unfortunately, I was like, well, we're going to go for the attack damage. We do out damage it, and then we hit a miss. Like, really? We hit a miss. So I attack here. I do out damage it. He's got to cover. He's got his Z move. But he's going to Gold Block instead. And by doing so, it allows me to build up my Z gauge. So I think he should have just Z moved. Why don't you just Z-move with the... And again, that's another thing with all these Z-moves out. Like, it is such... Pokemon Duel is way more of a chess game now because of the Z gauges and the Z-moves. Like, you have to be completely aware of them. We're going to status this thing again. Coco's not on the board, so we do out-damage it. So Giggs makes an interesting play here. He Megas here, and I thought he was going to go here, but instead he goes here and allows me to move up. Because I can hit my blue, he can hit his blue, and he hit his blue, and now it is paralyzed. I think you should have just moved right here, Giggs. So now we're just going to go for the win here. We're going to go after this Virizion. We do get the roll. And now all I have to do is survive with the Xurkitree. Hit a blue for me, baby, and we do hit the Ultra Lightning. Let's go, GG boys. All right, I'm going to try to make the audio come back. Hold on. All right. The audio's back. I don't know how long it's going to be back. I don't know why it keeps going down. But this next match is going up against the one and only H2O Queen. H2O Queen here is rocking... Queen, can I tell you how much that I love that you're rocking water again? So, if you notice that I do have a deck change. We did change the deck because after that first match with Giggs, I realized maybe it's not ideal to have the Xurkitrees and the Poipoles. So we kind of switched up the deck. We brought in the Electivire because it can paralyze, the Zapdos because of the gold, and the Zoro because of Z moves and the switch. So Queen's going to be a little defensive there. I do see that she's not rocking the Feeny, so that's why I decided to be offensive here with the Coco. Now this Zapdos I'm saving for this figure specifically. I see her trying to creep up, trying to get rid of my Zoro. So we're going to move in closer to the Primal Kyogre. She's going to attack here with her Marshadow, and we're hoping to land our Night Daze, but we just roll a miss. Like, I thought I was the #1 gold attacker in the game, not the #1 misser. My name's not Poke Fodder. Why am I rolling misses? Great play by Queen here. That was a mistake on my end because now I lose my Coco, so that was a great play. Oh, did it have Mighty Sphere? Why am I in their PC? Did she play the Mighty Sphere? Did she? Hold on. But we do get rid of the Drift Loon, that annoying figure. Oh yeah, they do have the Mighty Sphere. Okay. She's gonna come after my Pikachu. My Pikachu is leveled all the way. Unfortunately, my Pikachu is confused now. I forgot how annoying Poliwraths are. But we're gonna advance up. Not much. Not much Sable I can do on this side, but they're gonna Hydro Vortex. They're gonna go after my Zapdos, and we have a chance of hitting purple, and we do because of the confusion. I'm like, all right, let's go. Do I take the entry point with Pika? Yeah, take the entry point with Pika here. Oh, and this match, Queen, like, used so many Z moves. So I'm going to Z move here. We're going to try and get rid of this Lucario. And then somehow survive with my Pika. But I think she is rocking the gold block. No, she's not. Okay, she's going to DC here and go after... Oh, yeah. Go after Pika here. And I was really hoping for the extreme speed into the dodge. That would have been nice. But she rolled a miss. We can still survive. Get the Origin Pulse? No. Did not get the Origin Pulse. And Queen survives my Pikachu. Very lucky. Just kidding. But I'm going to advance here with the Electivire. I don't know why. Let's see. She's going to Cork. See, we got to learn what these do. So that is the fighting one, right? And it moves you 2 spaces away. Corkscrew Crash. Yep. And now, dude, that looks dope. That animation looks pretty cool. And then it gets to move 2 spaces away. You know what? I need to do a separate video on all the Z moves and like me ranking the Z moves. So why max Pika here? Why did I max Pika here? Oh, to get rid of the Marshadow. That's why. Let's go, Pika. Out damage it. We are now paralyzed. We're now hitting for plus 30, plus 60 with the Coco, plus 70 with the Ampharos as well. But Queen is going to DC here and go after my Zapdos, who's going to roll into a miss. And I was very upset there. I wanted her to hit the takeaway. Like, I thought she was going to take the takeaway. I was like, oh, this is actually good for me if that happens. Damn, but she gets the outright KO. Because what I was going to do is I was going to put Coco here, and then I could advance it with Pikachu the following turn. So, very upset about that roll. But that's the name of the game. Now she's going to attack with this 3-star purple. And Pika here. Let's go. Pika here with a plus 50 damage. No, plus 40 damage. I'm sorry. We get rid of this Blim. And things are looking pretty good for us. However... Oh, wait. No, my Z move is up. My Z gauge is up. So now I'm going to Ampharos. Why do I Ampharos here? I think I bring on Zapdos because I want to get Zapdos on this side, I believe. And notice my Z gauge is up, and she's gonna. I'm making mistakes here because I don't in this game. That would have been clutch if Zoro would have hit it, but he doesn't. I could have just Z moved with Pika right there. What am I doing? But in this game, I did not know what. Hold on, do you have the Phantom? You do have Phantom, I believe. I didn't know what the Coco Z move could do yet. But we're going to see here. We're going to go after the Kyogre. And we're trying to remove one of its forms. And it gets the Origin Pulse, of course. Everything is going to roll. And who do you think is going to roll a blue? Coco, what are you doing? Excuse me. De-evolution, we get the Zoro back. And hold on. Yeah, you don't have the sphere. You don't have it on, at least. Yeah, this match could have been ended like a while ago. So now she's going to play it. I think I'm just... What am I doing? I think I'm just kind of moving around trying to get my Z gauge up. That my purple is gone because of the shadow whatever from the blim. All out pummeling? Wait, that's not the fighting. What one is that? Oh, what Z move was that? Because it put a marker on my Ampharos. What does this do? Cracked. Oh, it was the fighting one. Okay, it was the fighting one. So then she used the steel one with the Lucario. Okay. An error occurred? What? What? Okay. I don't know why an error... Dude, okay. I don't know what's going on with my phone. I don't know what's going on with this game. Hold on. Alright, guys. We are back. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened with Queen's match. I actually went through and just watched it again, and it stopped at the same spot. What happened, the conclusion to that match was Queen won. We had, I think, 2 more opportunities to win there. And one, I thought I made a clever play, but I could have easily won had I used Coco's Fairy Z move. So if there's anything I want you guys to take away from this video is know your Z moves, know which figures can use multiple Z moves. Now after that match, I learned. I was like, okay, now I know that Coco's kind of like my win condition when it comes to this deck in terms of goalies. Because of the Fairy Z move, it's a 4-star purple, I believe, and it benches the battle opponent. So this match we are going up against Santi. Santi is the one who makes all of the memes of me and lets me know how much of an idiot I am, but we are playing Santi and they are rocking this. Cresselia is pretty good, a pretty good figure. It gives plus 50 for anything that has Moonblast, 120 Ice Beam, and the Lunar Dance removes a sleep condition from your Pokemon and moves all your Pokemon that are in the PC to the bench. Then this Pokemon moves to the PC. But basically a hard counter to the sleep decks, the UX Darkrai. He's got double Mega Gardevoir, double Mega Altaria, and this thing. So he's going to try to like turn back time, bring things back. That's what he's going to try to do with this deck. So he's going to bring on... he's actually going to be defensive here. And I was like, okay, that's actually fine. They're going to move there. And I have no reason to use my ability because I can kind of cheese him, but he knows what I'm doing. So he covers the goal. It's a great play. And now we're just going to... This deck's going to be hard to go up against because there's 4 evolutions, 4 Mega Evolutions. So my paralysis isn't going to be... Well... Paralysis is going to be pretty decent because I can continually paralyze. I was trying to go after this Celebi. Did I say Celestelia at all? Celebi. I don't want to be like Giggs and keep saying it. But Celebi, we're trying to paralyze it and he's protecting it. And this man here decides to be a jerk and he's going to Mega here and he's going to switch and he's going to go after my Pikachu. I'm like, really, bro? And he gets the blue hole. Like, Santi. I was really upset here. I was real upset my boy Santi got rid of my Pikachu and I have no way to bring Pikachu back. Wait a minute. Can't Mega Ampharos bring? No, that's if they're in the Ultra Space, right? Hold on, time out. Let me see. So he's going to Mega here. He's going to try to... He's going to try to bait me to surround his Altaria to bring back his Gardevoir. But because of my ability and because of the Electrosphere, I can move through mons that have weight. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to Zap Cannon here. We're going to try to paralyze both of these figures while we're only successful in paralyzing one. I thought it was worth the risk to try and KO this figure. Well, actually, I wouldn't have KO'd this figure. I just wanted to paralyze it. So that was a debatable move because I just get surrounded here the following turn. But hold on. Let me look at what you can do. When this Pokemon appears as Mega and the Mega Evolution, you may move one of your Pokemon in the Ultra Space. Okay, only in the Ultra Space. Gotcha. Okay, never mind. So yeah, that was debatable. I just wanted to paralyze this to prevent the time travel. So maybe it wasn't that. Well, the reroll was debatable because it would have KO'd him. So the reroll was definitely debatable. Basanti's going to attack here into my Coco. And he actually re-rolls. I didn't think he was going to re-roll because he wanted me to KO him so he can bring back his Gardevoir, but he rerolls anyway, and I mean, I get the KO again, so I don't know why you were trying to KO me, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to DC here, and we're going to go after the Celebi and go for the KO. I don't know, after I just basically told you guys that I don't want to do this, I do it anyway. What am I doing? Because now he can go back time, and that's exactly what he does. He goes back and time travels. And it reverses a turn, and he attacks. And this time he KOs me. Like, look how amazing that is. Look how amazing that is. So after I know how to neutralize the Celebi, like, what, I'm definitely not doing what I'm saying you should do. I can out damage this thing if I hit the Cable Leash, but I don't. But I do clutch the blue, so we survive here. And now what I'm doing is I'm going to max revive here because I've realized, I'm like, okay, here's my win condition. My Z gauge is up. All I got to do is Z gauge or Z move with my Coco, the fairy one. And he's actually going to do this. And I was like, I don't agree because I can definitely hit the purple, but I don't. But now he moves 2 steps away, and now all I got to do is Twinkle Tackle. Twinkle Tackle, 4-star purple, removes you, and your Z gauge is gone. Now all I got to do is survive with Coco. All I got to do is hit that melee. So now Santi has to make, he doesn't have to, but he's going to make it here. He's going to go after my Coco. And like I said, all we got to do is pray for the melee. Attacks here, and I told him, you guys just seen it from my stream, I was like, it doesn't matter, you're going to hit Final Song. I already know it's going to happen. Boom, it happens because I like to make calls a lot, make plays, and that's exactly what happened. GG boys to Santi. Alright, sorry this video is so long, super long. Sorry Queen's video or match did not play out all the way. Again, to recap, free-to-play players, what do you guys think the solution is? Please let me know in the comments below. Let's have a healthy discussion and debate, and let's let your voices and our voices be heard on improving the Z-powered update or future updates in Pokemon Duel. And again, Z moves. Know your Z moves. The second part 2 will probably be out sometime later today. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, peace.